previously on Vincis Inquest.
How many prostitutes we picked up in the past year?
The last 18 months has been 6, maybe 7. What else is there in common?
Alcohol overdoses or complications from alcohol.
Drug and alcohol overdoses among prostitutes in our neck of the woods, not exactly rare.
This is about you being angry and trying to find some way to attack Jim and me.
And here it was me thinking it was about a half a dozen women who may have been murdered.
No!
Don't be long. Your ex agreed with Flynn that it was more than likely an accident, so we terminated the
It
investigation.
fits the pattern. No, there's a pattern. She's reported seeing the company of a man, right? They go into a room, and then she's found with excessive levels of alcohol. She's loaded to the gills. That's a pattern.
Homicide squad? Happen to know this woman?
Hello? Hello? God damn you. Did you wake me up? Those are your footprints up there?
Yeah, I looked pretty close, but she didn't seem to have any injuries. I think she could have fallen. here.
Oh, Jesus Christ! She's still alive, for God's sake. Get an ambulance down here. God damn it!
Call for an ambulance right away.
I go.
Okay, here's rule number one, all right? Before you call the coroner service, you gotta have yourself a body. If they're still alive, what do? You call an ambulance, okay?
She wasn't breathing. She had no pulse.
Half the people in the city haven't got a pulse, doesn't mean they're dead.
Where'd they take her? Okay. Got it. Leo.
Yes.
A woman was found under the pier this morning. Uniform thinks she's dead, right? Calls up Da Vinci. He shows up. He's checking her out. She wakes up. He jumps out of his shoes.
She wakes up.
We should interview her. Right? I can't go. I gotta be at a case review.
Okay, I'll take Cosmo. Think she's got the hots for me.
No, these women were all found dead within this square mile on the streets and the shoreline, right outside this window, right on our doorstep. Now, all of their deaths, with the exception of Roxanne Flowers and Jane Doe, were ruled to be accidental deaths by alcohol poisoning. There was no evidence of violence. There was no suspicion of foul play, so no serology was taken. Even though everyone knew that these girls were working as street hookers on the east side, no serology was taken. Now, the serology sample from Roxanne Flowers was degraded by seawater, so that leaves us now, I'm afraid, with Jane Doe.
I'll be performing the autopsy this morning. Jane Doe was left in a hotel room, so we may get DNA from a semen sample, but there's no telling how many clients she had or in what order. And if the perpetrator, assuming there was one, was smart and used a condom, we may not get anything at all.
We're circulating a photo of Jane Doe. See if we can get an ID. Somebody must have seen her getting picked up.
Whoa. Can we talk a little more generally here? How wide a review are you planning?
That's why it's needed.
You're questioning evidence, scene analysis, pathology, your own people's expertise.
That's the mandate of the coroner's office.
It's an open invitation to raise the dead, that's what it is. If there's any lawyer out there who thinks his client got a raw deal from any of us, he's gonna demand an appeal.
It's my mandate.
Boy. Has anyone really considered the repercussions if we do this?
It's a tremendous waste of time, money, and resources. If he's wrong. Having said that, I think we would all rather err on the side of safety and risk the downside. There's no question that we should be investigating this.
You all have legitimate concerns, and we should all strive to be discreet for obvious reasons.
All of this on some unsubstantiated theory that these are connected.
Oh, we have the possible witness now.
As of this morning, she survived a similar attack. Just found out on the way in this morning. Can't tell you how much I appreciate you bringing me in on this one.
A bit like shaving in a shark pool, isn't it?
Detective, come see me in my office when you're free.
Yes, sir. Sure hope you have something tangible.
Hey.
Hey.
Thanks for your support.
Oh, it wasn't a matter of support.
Oh?
I'm watching my back. I would be a fool to let you be the custodian of my reputation.
You know what? Maybe we should let Sonny take care of this.
Why would you prefer Sonny?
It's not that I prefer her. She just might see something you miss. Why not?
Because you think you can manipulate her.
No, she was the one that noticed the frequency on this. She tipped me to it. It's fair.
I'm going to get into this myself for two reasons. Number one, I want to learn from my mistakes if I made any. Number two, I don't want you driving a flaming wagon through my house. You are a goddamned emotional arsonist.
You're the one having the affair with my boss in my house where my daughter sleeps.
Don't you dare talk to me about affairs. I remember yours. You may have conveniently blacked them out.
I remember. Every one of them.
My detectives are not going to be too happy about the extra work, I'll tell you. They're already run ragged. Now I'm asking them to double-check their own past cases.
The alternative is we take it to inquest and air it out in public. I'll keep Dominic on a short leash.
Boy, if he's right, somebody's going to take the stick for this.
Well, give it some time. If a suspect turns up, it's out of our hands and into yours. You know what Da Vinci's like. Give him a stage, he's gonna use it.
I did 5 autopsies on the list. What did I overlook?
Each had the existing conditions of a chronic alcoholic. The only thing unusual was the exceptionally high levels of blood alcohol.
That by itself should have set off an alarm.
Well, they were anywhere from 6 to 14 months apart, given the number of autopsies you performed.
Sonny, please. I'm not looking for ways to cover my ass. I'm looking for what I missed. Head wound appears superficial.
Respiratory depression was noted in 3 of the 5. That's not particularly unusual. They weren't eating well in the first place, might have had a touch of pneumonia. They had the preconditions.
No. I only saw what I was looking for. Bad livers, poor health, poor respiration, high levels of alcohol. My mistake was I didn't look beyond those things. I was complacent.
Wayne.
What about this bruising down here in the legs?
She's an alcoholic. She's stumbling around. It's common. These women are operating on base levels of alcohol that would leave any one of us on the floor unconscious.
So the thinking here is they were already loaded to begin with. They drank a shitload more on top of that, causing death. Maybe poured down their throats.
No, it has to be voluntary intake.
Otherwise, a gag reflex kicks in.
Well, if it's voluntary, it's not murder.
Misadventure.
Right.
Unless we find something else. Okay, let's open her up.
Well, how you feeling, sweetheart?
A little rough. Broke a rib, I guess.
Well, you look pretty good considering.
You're very lucky. Oh, yeah, I've always been lucky. Can you tell us anything about last night? I don't know. I think I blacked out. You know, I could use a drink right now.
Gloria, we really need you to focus on last night, okay? The driver, any recollection of what he looked like?
Look, I don't really remember much.
Did you have any drinks with this guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, where? A hotel, a beer parlor? Gloria.
Look, could you get the nurse to me? I need something for my head.
Oops, sorry, I gotta try and catch this one. Yeah, I'll flag a nurse.
I know that guy. What's his name?
It's Detective Shannon.
Maybe he picked me up before.
You've been arrested before?
Yeah, maybe that was it. Maybe another time.
You mean he might have been a client? One of your tricks?
Yeah, maybe. It wouldn't be the first time I've been with a cop. Did I have some jewelry on when I came in?
I'm not sure. We could find out, though. Why, are you missing anything?
Yeah, 2 rings.
Oh, woof. Her last meal wasn't completely digested.
French fries, fish. That doesn't usually take long to break down.
How long?
An hour or 2, maybe less.
I'm not going to talk about time of death. Too many variables. It's forensic evidence that wouldn't last the life cycle of a flea in court. Shit. Nothing so far. I'm gonna have a cigarette before we open up the head.
Why are you telling me this?
Because it bothered me. Halfway through the interview, Leo steps out for a call. Then Gloria tells me maybe she knows him.
Maybe she knows Leo. Yeah, so what does that mean?
As a trick.
Oh, yeah, maybe she knows him. She's useless on details, is that right?
You're defending him.
Against a rumor, yeah. I'd do the same thing for you if someone was telling stories about your sex life.
The coroner should be taking the heat on this. He's the one who declared them all natural.
Yeah, we're not going to get anything out of pathology we didn't get the first go-round.
You think they're going to go out of their way to look for their own mistakes? They think they're all geniuses and the rest of us are just kind of slow. It's going to be on us and what we missed at the scene. So get out your raincoats and your rubber boots, boys and girls, because shit rolls downhill and we're at the bottom. Give me a couple of those.
He's right.
Here, let me hear those.
Gladly. See what you can find.
There you
Can we catch the break on Jane Doe?
She died from a cerebral hemorrhage caused by the fall against the radiator. Not directly an alcohol OD. Misadventure. Hey.
I thought we had a pattern.
Well, not the pattern you were looking for, but I don't think we have a serial killer, but
What?
we have something.
That was 2 butts.
Mm-hmm. I was taking serology samples and I noticed some bruising and tearing in her vagina. It's not uncommon in her work, but I took some tissue samples. Take a look.
Thanks.
Now, normally in bruising, you'll find a high number of white blood cells to advance healing.
Yeah.
Here, you have almost none. But in the head wound, the white cell count indicates that her body was fighting to heal even as she was dying. I should have found the same indications over here. All of which point to the vaginal tearing being post-mortem.
It's necrophile.
Possibly. So, he's a non-violent perpetrator, a non-mutilator. What is he after that he can't buy from these women? Death.
Yeah. This is a real twisted villain.
Hey! What'd you get pulled in the office for?
The same old usual line, you know, watch his back, that kind of stuff.
Yeah? The only time he ever takes anybody inside is to ask him to roll over on somebody else.
Nah, Leo, you're getting a little paranoid. First it's Da Vinci out to get you, and it's Regan, now me, what?
Could be all 3 and more. You're too young and naive to understand. Just answer the question.
He asked me to watch Da Vinci, not you, all right?
You lie to me, Mick, you'll regret it.
Don't worry about it.
So what do you think? Is there anything in his past that would indicate tendencies like these?
He might have begun a fantasy with a sexual partner willing to play dead. Maybe a favorite prostitute. I think it's safe to say that every sex crime is a fantasy that otherwise can't be fulfilled.
Oh, that's great. But couldn't he be satisfied if he could acquire a dead body? Let's say he gets a job in a morgue or a funeral home.
I can't say. The irony is that locating an available corpse is a lot more difficult than stalking and seducing these women. Any souvenirs? Clothing, lipstick, jewelry?
You know, we have a potential witness right now who may have survived an attack. She says she's missing rings.
Well, I wouldn't mind talking to her.
Well, you know, I could probably arrange that, and I'll just give you a call.
You should call me anyway.
Well, how's your husband?
I haven't checked lately.
Everything we know so far, thank you, has to do with the ownership of the bodies. He's got a signature. It's his feeling of superiority.
Now, that's that FBI profiler bullshit.
It's forensic psychiatrist, actually, Leo.
Yeah, I got a cousin who's a psychic. It's a bit of a scam, but every once in a while she gets lucky.
I'm gonna hear about the signature thing.
What? He may be taking jewelry, trinkets. He's into taking souvenirs, trophies. That could be a big part of the pattern.
Everybody's looking for a pattern. Shit. It's random. Take a look out the freaking window. It's chaotic. That's the pattern. There's no pattern. What's in the woods today that I can kill, that's all. The guy is a hunter, they're the game. God forbid it's your day to get back.
Okay, then. But when you're on the street, you might want to warn the wildlife.
You'll risk warning the guy off.
These girls have got a right to know. Don't you think? I want to hear what your witness has to say. She's going to tell us more about this guy than anybody else at this point.
Yeah, we're seeing her next.
Good. I'll be on my side.
All right.
See you, Leo.
Well, what do you think?
Never trust the guy who orders chicken feet.
Excuse me. Where's the woman who was in this bed?
Well, she checked herself out early this morning.
Wonderful. Couldn't screw this up any better if we were trying.
Thanks.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
I was hoping that you might be able to help me find my sister. You should send mail to her at this address.
Your sister? Who's your sister?
Roxanne. Roxanne Flowers.
Roxanne. Oh, Roxy. Oh, sure. She hasn't gotten any mail for a while now.
Have you seen her around lately?
Not for a few weeks.
Yeah, I was hoping to bring her home. She's got the little one.
If she comes around, what should I tell her?
I'm staying at the Astoria. I'll be there for a couple of weeks.
Okay. Well, good luck. She'll show up sooner or later. Can I get you something with that?
No, thanks. I'm fine.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Norma, get in.
I don't have time for you.
Get in. Slow day, Norma?
Uh-huh. Can't compete with the babies.
How's your health?
I wake up, I look in the mirror, I brush my teeth, and thank God.
Kids?
Back in the prairies with their aunt.
You ever seen any of these two girls before?
Oof. Sure, I've seen them around.
You know their names or where you might have seen them last?
Uh-uh.
I was hoping you could tell me who's on the bad trick list nowadays.
That's a long list. Too long to keep track of.
Hey. Should be through in a minute.
They're trying to find a bad trick.
This guy likes you to play dead.
Nobody I know.
Will you tell the girls he's out there?
Okay. Thanks.
Next time I tell you to get in the car, get in the car.
Smoke in the alley. Take the rest of the day off. It's slow. Louisa?
I know what he wants, and I can take care of myself, thanks.
What's your name?
didn't order this. I can't pay for it.
It's my place, and I'm not asking you to pay for it.
I'll take charity.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I could use some help. My waitress got sick and went home early.
She had undigested stomach contents, fish and chips.
Oh, here comes one gigantic pain in the ass. Do me a favor, okay, Tosto? Just stay here. Hey! Jimmy!
How you doing, Dom?
Good. Hi, Jim.
Sonny?
I was just going.
Huh?
Excuse me.
All right, here we go.
So, I remember the last time we were in this bar together.
Oh.
I offered you the job.
I was right. Wave of nostalgia's coming on here. Old times, old favors. You threw me a lifeline and all that, right? Is that the general drift?
I want you to be more discreet. I don't want rumors of a necrophile getting out to the press.
You know what that sounds like to me? It sounds like a gag order. Is that what you want me to do here? Just shut up and go away?
I also remember what you promised me.
Yeah. That's the reason for this little house call, right, Doctor?
You're pissing people off.
Well, that's what I do. That's why you hired me. What are you telling me here now? I'm embarrassing you or what?
No. You're embarrassing the office of the coroner. If you're going down, have the decency to go down alone.
Hi. I got your call. Is your offer still open?
Yeah.
I brought you this paper you might find interesting. Sex and death, two of your most favorite subjects.
That was very thoughtful. Sex and death. Okay. Look at this.
I am such a mess.
Oh. Here, huh? I'll have to apologize that there can be any liquor in the house. Maybe.
That's okay.
Would you like to go out?
No, I'm not thirsty.
No,
No,
there's a guy I can phone in.
it's okay. But I would like a towel.
Yeah, I got towels.
Well, should I get it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You can go ahead and get it. You want some tea?
I'd love some.
You do?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Just give me a second. Make yourself comfortable. I had to partially straighten up. I don't really get that many late calls.
I don't make many.
Perhaps I could get that here. Listen, before I totally embarrass myself, I think I should point out just. I haven't really kissed a woman for a long time.
Lucky me.
I across one of these. Help me. Help me. I'm fooling.
God.
All right, lose it.
Okay, there it goes.
Sorry. Morning.
Morning. Morning.
That's my wife. At the door. I'm not really ready for this.
I'm just gonna have a shower.
Fine. Okay.
Well, at least you're not a romantic psychopath. They have no remorse. It's okay to be confused.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. She's your ex-wife, right?
Yeah.
Just checking.
Well.
Roxanne Flower's brother is here to see his sister's body.
How do you know she was here?
Missing person sent him over.
Okay, we'll have Roxanne prepare for viewing, I guess. Thanks. Mr. Flowers? Dominic Da Vinci. I'm with the coroner's office. While we're setting up in here, you can see her right in here.
Can you tell me what happened to her?
Well, some complications as a result of alcohol poisoning and some aspiration in her lungs.
Well, where was she found?
In the harbor.
In the harbor?
Yes, sir.
Was it suicide?
I think you want to talk to the police. Yep. Okay.
She was my little sister.
I went over to Dad's, okay? And he wasn't home.
He said he was home all night.
Well, he didn't answer the door, so I went to Lisa's. And I didn't call you because you would have made me come home, and I was tired.
I can call Lisa's mother and ask her if you were there.
She wasn't there.
You and Lisa were alone over there? Where was her mother?
At her boyfriend's. She lets Lisa stay alone, like, all the time.
Was anybody else over there?
No! God, Mom.
Don't do this again.
Oh, here we go again. Round 2.
What?
Gabby says she went to your house and you weren't home.
What? I was home. What happened to the key?
It wasn't there, and you didn't answer when I knocked.
It's a doorbell.
Whatever.
He would have heard it.
No, whatever.
Back me up here.
Well, it was possible I didn't hear her. I think the point is that we have to know where you are at all times from now on. Understand?
I have a life, okay? Quit worrying about me. I'm gonna go over to Lisa's and do some homework, and nothing is gonna happen to me. God, all you two do all day long is look at dead people. You're paranoid.
You want a lift? I'll give you a lift.
Whatever. Just wait a minute.
I was home last night.
I heard you with your girlfriend.
My girlfriend? That's not my girlfriend.
Oh, whatever.
Look, you could have just said that. I do not want you to start lying to protect me. Do you understand?
But then you two would have started fighting again, and I've had enough of that.
Me too.
But you keep doing it.
I know.
It's like this non-stop war. I mean, one of you lobs a bomb at the other, and the other lobs one right back.
Maybe that's how it looks, I guess.
She hurts you by going out with your old best friend. And...
He was never my best friend.
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
You have a right to a life, Dad. So does Mom. So do I.
I know. It's just hard. It's just one day stop being involved.
Well, don't stop being involved. Thanks for taking me.
So John sticks it to Jane. I'm on the scene for 4 hours. I interview the suspects. I canvass the neighborhood. I'm working my ass up on the street for 15 hours. And now you want me to come back and fill out this Vicomp thing?
Vicomp?
Yeah, well, whatever. You want me to forget that my wife is at home alone, sleeping in the bed, and fill out this 26-page questionnaire on the remote frickin' chance that some sort of pattern will emerge?
You know, animals like Bernardo and Olson would have been caught and put in jail a lot sooner if it was for that.
Computers don't save lives. They're machines.
You're a Luddite. You prefer we bust the machines?
Yeah, before they bust us.
This case seems similar to the others.
Hold that, will you?
You remember interviewing some guy woke up beside a dead woman?
Vaguely. 5 or 6 years ago?
8 years ago. She was beat up. Flynn was on the scene.
Yeah, we let the guy go. Pathology said the bruises were old and unrelated. Thanks.
Yeah, well, he's in the neighborhood. He runs a cafe down on Gore Street.
I interviewed this guy a couple of weeks ago. He knew one of the victims, Roxanne. She used to use his address for mail.
I suppose you're going to tell me now if I'd have filled out one of these profiler reports, we'd have caught the guy a long time ago.
No, I was thinking more along the lines of how he interviewed the guy and didn't even twig.
Well, it was declared an overdose, and we don't do the autopsies.
I don't recall any specifics, no. When? Who did the autopsy? Yeah. No, thanks for letting me know. Helen?
Yeah?
Call Patricia and see if she's available for a meeting this afternoon, please.
The only thing we know is that they all ingested huge amounts of alcohol shortly before death.
So is there any evidence that he forced it down their throats?
No, it was a massive ingestion. It had to be voluntary. Whether there was coercion, there's no physical evidence of it. We do have some vaginal tearing, but that's not uncommon.
If
If I'm going to prosecute, I need enough evidence to charge him first. I mean, even if his DNA is a match, they can only prove that he had sex with her, not that he killed her.
You can bring him in for an interview.
That might be premature. He'd be warned.
If there's an alternative, I'd like to hear it.
Well, if our witness shows up, maybe she can ID him. Maybe we can get him on attempted.
The invisible witness? When the hell's she gonna turn up? This whole goddamn case is turning out to be invisible. I want him watched. Okay. Leo, you got a minute? I'm going to ask Cosmo to partner Leary for the remainder of the investigation.
Any particular reason?
I'd like a female investigator working on it.
Female investigator.
I think it'd be better for the department, and I think it'd be a good opportunity for Cosmo.
Sure, I understand.
I appreciate it.
I'm being sandbagged.
What are you talking about?
This guy did it, and they start asking why he wasn't nailed 8 years ago. The finger point's right here.
Jesus, you want me to speak up?
They're looking for a goat. Pay attention, Mick. Asses are being covered here. Mine just got kicked out of bed.
No, thank you.
Sonia. Hey.
Hello, Dominic.
Look good. What's happening?
Oh, one of your pathologists is onto some skeletons in Chinatown. Might prove interesting.
Oh, yeah? That's gonna bring Vancouver to a standstill for sure. That's what Flynn gave you?
Yeah.
Yeah? In exchange for what?
Future consideration?
Meaning that for that, he's gonna give you an exclusive on something and you're gonna tip him off if something breaks in the press? Is that the idea? Sonia, I'll make you the same deal. Or I shut my door. Come on.
The cops have a suspect in the Hunker thing. They're gonna pick him up.
It's a police investigation now. It's none of our business. It's certainly none of yours.
This guy figures out a perfect murder, Jimmy. He's operating it for 10, 12, how many years? A cold-blooded, goddamn necrophile, maybe. This guy, if it's him, sleeps with the dead. And they think that he's gonna suddenly confess. They stick him in a room and sweat him a little bit. You don't really believe that,
It's
do you?
their call now. We came up with nothing. They came up with a suspect. It's their
They're gonna
business.
totally balls it up. But that works for you, doesn't it? That's right. That's right. You totally covered your ass with the press here on this one. This office comes out clean, so no problem. Jimmy, I don't know how it is you sleep at night. But I guess if I did want to know, all I gotta do is go check with the ex.
Sonny wants to see you.
Thanks. So you think this is a freeze-up?
No shit. If we arrest the suspect, they go for a press ban. Story's tied up. Everybody's ass is covered. Well, the police are doing the best they can.
So it all comes down to a statement from a guy we both know is not gonna talk.
Not if you beat him half to death.
Yeah.
No, he's on the next dog set to the Yukon.
Yeah.
You've been outside.
Well, it's a blind alley out back, so if he comes out, he's gonna come out the front.
So, how's Leo doing with this?
Leo? Oh, you know, didn't deserve to be taken off the case that way.
Maybe.
Works out pretty good for you, though, huh?
Are you accusing me of something?
Did you tell Regan Gloria thought he might have been a trick?
I don't give a shit what he does as a citizen. It's none of my business, you're right. Do I want a permanent spot in homicide? Yep, I'd kill for it. Fact is, I don't think he's paying attention. Or maybe he's just forgotten what the job is. That's my personal opinion. I keep it that way.
Good night. Hi, Marcy. Thanks.
Coming, Audrey?
See you tomorrow.
Sure. Thanks for everything.
I enjoy your company.